then 2 weeks later, I spoke to my husband. I told him what I'd been doing, how much debt I was in, and just told him everything. And he was honestly just so gracious, no judgment at all.
The video you're about to watch is from 2023. I wasn't going to post it, but a few of you have asked for updates on how the challenge went for me. So the plan is to get these 2023 updates videos out. I've got 2 of them before I move on to my 2024 updates. So look out for the next video. This is from January to March, and I think the next one is from April to June.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jemima and I share natural hair and lifestyle content. So in today's video, I'm coming to you with an update from January, February and March about my no-buy year. So I'd like to just thank everyone for the positive feedback from my previous video. It's very daunting when oversharing in this way on the internet, because as you know, if you follow me, a huge chunk of my life is private. I don't like coming on here to just, share stuff about myself and my loved ones. I like to keep that, off the internet. But this part of me, I feel like I needed to share it, because that's the only way I can actually get over it, to share it and to just face the fact that I actually do have a real problem. And I wanted to sort of share it and help other people who may be dealing with the same thing as well. So I love the feedback. Thank you. Obviously I got some negative feedback as well, which was just ridiculous to me, but I am not going to delete comments and stuff like that. People are going to have their opinions and that's just on them, because if you're going to judge my whole entire life based on a 20-minute video, there's something wrong with you. So that's that. But thank you everyone. And if you want to follow my journey and find out why I am embarking on this no-buy year, definitely watch my first video about it, which I'll link here or there, don't know where, before you watch this one, so you can understand the backstory and where I am coming from. So before we start, definitely get your drink and sit and be comfortable, and let's talk about how the past 3 months have been for me in regards to my shopping addiction and overspending. As you can see, I said addiction. I've not been diagnosed. This is just like self-diagnosis that I've given myself. That's because I've been reading about it, and yeah, it's quite clear to me that I have a real problem. So let's reel it back and take it to January. So in January, I still had one item to return, and it was like this vest, this waistcoat, tailored waistcoat that I got from H&M. Really pretty. I got the trousers as well, and I really wanted it to fit. Unfortunately, I got it in a size 8, and that was too big for me, even though that's my actual size. So I needed it in a size 6, and it was just out of stock forever. So I needed to then take it back, and because I really wanted this in the right size for me, I took it in store, and I was advised to just keep a hold of it and keep looking online to see if my size would come back. And that is where I went wrong. So by keeping this item and trying to keep an eye on the H&M app to see if my size would return so I could exchange this, I fell into the trap of having a look around, seeing what's new, putting things in my cart. Obviously I didn't buy anything, but it was just like I was seeing everything, and my problem is everything that I see I want. I just have this desire, this deep desire of just wanting, and like I feel like I need everything. My brain tells me that I need these things. And it's weird because when I click off the app and I go about my day, I forget about the things that I've even put in my cart. So I'm thinking, if I can't even remember what I've put in my cart, why is it that my brain is telling me that I need these things? And it's like, it's so strong. Honestly, like, it plagues my day. I keep thinking about it. Okay, I need to go buy this thing. I need to go buy this thing. And it's like, I don't even need it at this point, right? But my brain tells me I need it. So I got into this habit of uploading the app, putting things in my cart, having a snoop around, and then deleting it, and then uploading it again when I probably see something online or was on Pinterest, download it again, and then I was just doing that dance. Uploading, deleting, uploading, deleting. And another time I went to the mall with my friend. We went to Zara. This was back in January as well. They had an amazing Zara sale. So we were just walking around. Didn't buy anything in the shop, but that definitely gave me a feel for what could be online. So what did I do? I download the Zara app and I go on Zara, and tell me why I put items. I'm just putting things in my basket and I end up with over £500 of items, sale items in my basket. And then I dwindle it down to about 3 items, and there was this polka dot dress that I was convinced that I needed. Honestly, I was just going back and forth. I think I ended up with like 2 items. These flat shoes, because I'm really into flat shoes now, and this polka dot dress, and I was convinced that I needed it. And then going back and forth, and I finally just deleted everything, deleted the app. And I was just like, whoa, 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 hold on, you have a problem. You actually have a problem and you need help. So I go online and I Google like just shopping addiction, being a shopaholic, because I just needed like to understand like this goes deeper. So I went on my phone, did some googling around, and this is what I found. So I went on this website. It's called psychguides.com, and it's like shopping addiction symptoms, causes and effects. So it says a shopping addict is someone who shops compulsively and who may feel like they have no control over their behavior. There are like different types of shopaholics. There's a compulsive shopaholics who shop when they're feeling emotional distress. Me, trophy shopaholics who are always shopping for the perfect item. I like that as well. Shopaholics who want the image of being a big spender and love flashy items. Don't care about that. Bargain seekers. I was a bargain seeker. People who purchase items they don't need just because it's on sale. I used to be that person, but no. I only buy things that I actually like and want to keep. So yeah, it goes on to say other types of shoppers. Bulimic shoppers who get caught in a vicious cycle of buying and returning items. I do that as well. And then collectors who don't feel complete unless they have one item in each color or every piece of a set. That I don't want that. So that's not me. So definitely I'm a compulsive shopper and I'm a trophy shopper as well. I like to get the perfect item because I can imagine myself just, you know, slaying a look. So pathetic, but yeah. So yeah, this made me think and just realize that this situation right here is deeper than it really is, and I need to really pay attention and do the work. So that was January, and that is really that's what I learned in January, that I am actually a shopaholic. Yeah, so just coming to terms with that. So that's where we are. In February, I was generally fine. I have fully stopped uploading the shopping apps and deleting them. I went back to H&M and returned that item that was really trapping me into this back and forth sort of cycle. So done with that. None of that in February. Feeling a lot better about my spending, doing great. But one thing was that I had spent a lot and maxed out my credit card. So I'm not going to tell you exactly how much I had on my credit card, but I had maxed it out. So yeah, I had to come clean to my husband about how much I'd been spending and where I was actually getting the money from. So in January, early January, I paid a quarter of my credit card bill, and then 2 weeks later I spoke to my husband. I told him what I'd been doing, how much debt I was in, and just told him everything. And he was honestly just so gracious, no judgment at all. And he was just like, why didn't you tell me? I wish you had told me. And he was just like, you know what, I did wonder where you're getting all this money from. Like, I was just like, where are you getting the money from? And he'd ask to see my account, like the activity on my account, and I'd be like, no, I'm not showing you that. Normally I don't have a problem with that, and if I ask to see his account, he'd show me as well. But because I had been overspending and using my credit card to buy things that were not even important, I didn't want to show him that, because for me, because of my ego, it's embarrassing for me to be the partner who is not good with money, the partner who is wasting our money and just messing up my credit. So I didn't want him to see that, and he was disappointed, but he was just like, okay, whatever. And even for myself, I'd want us as a couple to sit down and budget and do all that monthly, but because I couldn't have him know the situation I was in, we just couldn't do that. So I guess now that the cat is out of the bag, we can, reset and do all of that. So when I told him, I think this was on like the 17th of February, I think it was just like one evening, we were just about to sleep, and I just told him everything. He immediately paid it off. So like I said, I'd paid a third of it. He paid off the rest in full. So now I do not have any credit card bills, thank God. So after he paid off my credit card, we then made a deal that I will cancel my credit card, and I agreed and cancelled it the next couple of days. And then I realized that after I cancelled it, it got taken off my Apple Pay, so obviously I can't use it, but it's still present in my app with my bank. So tell me why I was now feeling the urge to use this credit card again. So when he said that it'd be a good idea for me to cancel it, and I agreed, I was thinking, no, I probably don't need to, because I now know how detrimental it could be, just messing up my credit, so I'm not going to use it. Of course. Who was I kidding? I'm just like itching to use this card, and I'm thinking, thank God that it's cancelled. So that's where we are. I still feel the itch to use my credit card. I don't know why. So yeah, like we've established, I have a problem. So I'm thankful that the credit card is cancelled, because then I would have easily gone back into spending on it, which needs to stop. And even before, when I was working, I only used my credit card for like important purchases like petrol, just things that I knew that I used consistently, and then I would put money aside to then pay for that monthly, because my bank doesn't let me just pay immediately. I have to then pay when the bill comes out every month. So that's what I used to do. So then coming from that kind of spender to this spender who's just spending compulsively is just like crazy to me. And I think that's what just motherhood has done to me. or just how I'm just not coping very well, because I don't know, I guess I don't even know myself anymore because it's been a lot. I remember there was a comment that was like, what kind of rubbish relationship do you have with your husband? Did you not plan about your finances and stuff before having kids? And it was just a silly comment, because it's like, you don't plan how motherhood is gonna pan out for you. Like, what are you talking about? You clearly don't have kids. You're not making sense, you know? Obviously motherhood affects people differently, and clearly this is a problem that I already had. So I am more likely to succumb to this kind of spending habit. So I just needed the perfect situation to just land me into that kind of spending, and motherhood is what did that for me. It could be different thing for anyone. And I always say that as humans, we only need the right conditions to just become something that we don't want to be. It's really that simple. You just need the right or wrong conditions to turn into somebody that you never thought that you could be, or to do something that you never thought you could do. So no one is above it. Honestly, nobody is above it. So yeah, my husband was just really understanding about just how I was coping with everything. And he was just saying to me that, you know, every time you think about spending, or every time you think that your life is so rubbish, just remember how. So no idea where my camera died at, but I need to go out, so I'm going to quickly tell you about what's been happening in March. So like I said in my previous video, I wanted to use this time during this low buy year to use the money that I was using to buy clothes to spend on my community, cultivate relationships, spend time with people, go out, you know, have more time away from the kids, and just spend time with adults, you know, have more adult conversations, and just pour back into myself so that I can come back and be a good mom and a good wife to my husband. So I've been doing a lot of that in March. I've been spending a lot of time with some of my favorite people, going out, eating out, just spending good quality time with my friends, being able to pay for some of them, which I love to do as well. Like I said in my previous video, it just makes me happy to be able to do stuff like that for my community. So yeah, March has been good. I went out last week, I'm going out next week, and I love that for me. And like, when I come back, the kids are so happy to see me. It's really weird because it's like, it's usually the dad, my husband, who comes home, and my eldest is like, welcome papa, come on in. And then like, when I go out, I get that as well. He comes to the door and says, hi mama, come on in. And it's just so cute and it's so nice. Everybody misses me, which they don't usually get to experience, because they don't get to miss me because I'm always here. So that was nice. So that's March. And then last week when I went out, I caved and bought 2 gels. So like I said, this year I wanted to embark on my wash and go journey. So I bought all the gels that I think I would need last year. So I bought a lot of products from the Do. They do a lot of like gels and mousses and stuff like that. But I've had 2 attempts and they've both failed. So I was then thinking, well, these 2 gels, the Eco Slay Jello Shot and the Innocence I Create Hold have amazing reviews. So I'm just like, they're gonna work for me. Fingers crossed, they might not, but that's how my brain works. I was consuming a lot of wash and go content and it made me make these purchases, but at least I know that I'm going to use them. So these 2 are hard gels that I'm going to use in combination with soft hold gels. So let's see how that goes. So I spent £42 on these 2 products. I'll put them both here. And yeah, that's something that I have bought that I wasn't supposed to buy from my no buy list. So yeah, I'm not really sad about it because I know that it's something I'm gonna use. It wasn't like a compulsive purchase. It's something that I bought with informed decision. Did I need it as such? No. Did I want it? Yes. Am I going to use it? Yes. Is it going to help me? Yes. So no, I don't feel bad about it. Usually I would. So yeah. And I think other than that, I don't want to buy anything else. The only product that I want to try is the Kinky Curly custard. I really want to try that. It's been around since I became natural 11 years ago and I still haven't tried it. So it'd be nice as like another botanical gel to try. I'd also like to replace my Uncle Funky Curly Magic because I love that. I use that for this hair. It gives a soft hold, moisturized. So I like to replace that, but not right now. Probably at the end of the year, or when I do finish it, which is, it's almost finished, my Uncle Funky's. So I would replace that either with Uncle Funky's or with the Kinky Curly. So yeah, that is what I have done. I've made a purchase, which is not too bad because usually I'd have spent a lot of money. I also forgot to mention that in February I finished paying my PayPal Pay in 3. That is another thing that I was using a lot as well. So PayPal has this service where you're allowed to buy something on credit with PayPal and then you pay for it every month. So they divide your purchase equally in 3. So if you buy something for like £60, you will pay £20 every month with no interest. So that's what I was doing. And my husband went through my accounts, like finally when I opened up to him, he went through my account and he was like, you're spending a lot of money here. PayPal is where a lot of your money is going. So I finished paying all my Pay in 3 stuff that I was owing them. So I don't owe anyone anything. Now I'm still only just paying my bills, the stuff that I mentioned before. So yeah, that's that, and that's how it's been going so far. Obviously I've caved and bought something that was on my no buy list, but we're not going to sweat that. We're gonna get back and yeah, keep it moving. And this is my update. Let me know how your no buy year has been going. Have you caved and bought anything like myself? Are you having any withdrawal symptoms? Like, how is it going? Let me know, and I shall see you in my next video. And thank you so much for the positive feedback on my previous video. It means so much. You don't even understand. So thank you. Bye.